One of the more interesting matchups. Didn't think anyone. I mean, I certainly didn't expect seeing these two teams in the first weekend. We got the Chargers and the 5th seed versus Jacksonville, or at Jacksonville. Right now, it looks like the Chargers are 1.5 point favorites. Jack, do you want me to start? You want to go? What do you? I know you've been starting.
Why don't you know what? For the AFC, why don't you start? Why don't you start, and I'll push back.
Yeah,
I'll be to push back.
There you go. Yeah, no. So first thing I want to say. All right, this could be a really bad take. All right, because in the AFC, I guess anything can happen. But I'm going to say this: these two teams stink. Okay, these teams are bad. You want to look at not only watching them all season, but also going back, seeing where they squeaked out a win, where they got a loss, all this stuff. The Jags have they have better wins and worse losses than the Chargers, and the Chargers don't have the Chargers' best win is against Miami, when they had Tua, so that's fair, but that's their best win. Everything else is kind of blah with the Chargers, and they showed up against Kansas City, but they still lose those games. I'm like I said, I'm done giving awards to people who lose games. They almost beat Buffalo. They almost beat Kansas City.
Great loss there. Great loss, guys.
And we'll go back to week 3. Guess what? Like so many of these wild card weekend games, these teams played each other. Week 3, Jacksonville won 38-10. I think Herbert's a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. Certainly at this point.
Hot take. Hot take.
I don't think so. But I think that's really what the Chargers have going for them. They just played their starters and lost this weekend. Sort of ugly like the Cowboys did. They do not have the momentum coming into the wild card weekend. The Jags are on some sort of 7-1 run. Where they've had some good wins in there, and they also have much better coaching by a mile. I'd say I'd take half a Dougie P before I took that Staley kid, and so I'm taking Jacksonville. I'm taking Jacksonville 31-24 in this game.
Very interesting analysis.
Yeah,
I have to say, and it's very interesting because I agree with. Gotta run the numbers here. I agree with something. I'm not running the numbers. I gotta agree with about 90% of that. And by 90%, I mean the other 3%. The other 10% is that I think the Jags score 3 more to win 34-24. Wow, that's what I think. I think that. I mean, for one thing, the fact that the matchup early in the season was so dominant, but also I think the Chargers. It's just not their year. It seems like it's just never their year. even in what it was 2009 or 10, where they had the number 1 ranked offense, number 1 ranked defense, didn't make the playoffs. I don't know what it is. It's just never their year. It's always the Cowboys' year, but it's never their year. I don't know what it is. And I think the Jaguars are running hot. Chargers are running cold. Jaguars are running, Jaguars, I think, running better coaching. I think in this sort of real game will matter. The Chargers, I don't know who on that team is hurt or not hurt. I don't know how much they're paying J.C. Jackson to sit on the bench. I think he might be hurt now, but even before that, he was not playing. That's a separate Patriots aside. But either way, they've just not like you were saying, they haven't. The Jags have some questionable losses, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
but. I also feel bad. Yeah, like you said, I feel better about some of their wins, and I think, pretty much same as you. Basically what you said.
I thought maybe I'd come in here and I thought maybe we'd disagree on that one. And then the Miami Dolphins, 10.5 point dogs, starting Teddy Bridgewater, but I doubt that they'll finish with him. Versus Buffalo Bills. That is toxic, dude.
Oh my god.
Sunday at 1:00. And then I guess I'm going first here. So I got 2 things really quick. First one, it's a shame because these when Tua was playing, he played against Buffalo twice, and they were unbelievable games. They were fantastic. I would have loved to see they split the matchup in great games in the Heat game, and then Tua played really good in Buffalo but lost. Love to see.
I thought you said you weren't giving trophies for losers, Jared.
No,
there was I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, I like it.
Either way, and just I knew what you were. I knew your point. Your point was that he's playing well. Your point was that Tua was playing well against Buffalo. That was your point. Your point wasn't blah blah blah.
Hey, blah. Push back more, Jack. Push back.
I get it.
Right, call me on my
shit.
Get it. Okay. Yes. So I would have liked to see a third game. That being said, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was a betting man, I would take Buffalo minus 28 in this game. Okay. I'm going to take them 38-9. That's what I'm going to take them 38-9 in this game. It's going to be like the Patriots game last year. And that's all the Patriots saved themselves was just a brutal loss in the wild card round, and it's probably for good. Yeah, I got 38-9. What do you got?
Another sheer coincidence. You said 28-point spread. Speak of the devil, I got Bills 34-6. I think nine might be a lot of points. 9 might be a lot of points for this Dolphins team. With potentially Skylar Thompson going out there. That's a lot of points for them to score. Barely did against the Jets. Quite a few points to score. I think the Bills, like you said, I think they'll win by at least 20. If Tua was in, this would be an amazing game. Amazing game Tua was in, at least hopefully. It would be great, but he's not. So I think it's going to go very poorly. I think the Bills will be amped up, ready to do what they did to the Patriots last postseason. And I mean the Dolphins. Yeah, I mean I think the Dolphins defensively this season are not much worse, but they're worse than the Patriots defensively last season, who were good but may have been a bit of a glass tiger. Is that whatever it is? White paper tiger. Yeah, I think that's it. But either way, I think the Dolphins This is going to be a despicable game. If you have to make plans Sunday, make them at 1. Okay, make them at 1. Skip this game. Watch the Giants-Vikings game or whatever it was. I think it was that game at 4. Watch that, right? If you got to make plans.